Now, about 9 miles away, Cobbs Creek. It opened 1916, one of the first public courses to welcome all races, home to great black golfers like Howard Wheeler and his protege, Charlie Sifford. It had fallen into disrepair, but now, in an extraordinary community effort, it is on the way back. Earth movers, golf course designers, environmental experts, and educational leaders have converged on the storied 350-acre property to protect history and ensure a better future, covered in the documentary series Cobbs Creek Rising.
A piece of land is much like us. A living, breathing force, pulsing with energy and endless possibility, cradling echoes of history deep within its soil.
Charlie Sifford, the first African-American PGA player.
Weathering storms.
It looks rough out there.
And with time, is often.
Over the years, it fell into disrepair.
Forgotten. But never truly broken. Like us, land can heal, drawing wisdom from its roots to rise anew, harnessing purpose to shape its fate, and laying the foundation for a legacy yet to rise.
Everywhere I go, it's when's Cobbs opening? When's Cobbs opening?
Several different projects happening concurrently.
I don't sleep well knowing that we still have a long way to go.
14 years later, we're here. We need to build a modern golf course, and we're going to be inspired by Marion. U. Wilson's best course.
And hopefully, it doesn't take 14 years to finish.
It took us 2 years to get approval on it. Now, all of the agencies see this as a hallmark for other projects around our country that will be world-class.
There's a small person coming to visit. May have heard of them before, I'm not sure.
This is our second learning lab that we've opened, a second home for Charlie Sifford.
We're really humbled and honored for the people that have helped us. There's Lincoln Financial. They made a huge gift to us. And it's very important that we don't stop.
Because we've accomplished so much. Kids are finding their passions.
And we've promised them and promised ourselves that we would get this done.
They're the soul of the campus and the heartbeat.
We've serviced over 2,000 students since we opened.
They're more excited to learn and come through here than they are a regular school.
Kids get lost in that system, but here we have become together their second home.
Yeah, oh yeah!
You ever been on camera before like this? All right, Isaac, what's going on?
This is a nice place to be.
I didn't start the foundation to produce golfers. I started the foundation to produce the greatest humans possible.
We are ready to welcome guests, ready to get to the finish line.
It's exciting, exhausting, but it's a lot of fun at the same time.
Welcome everybody to the new Cobbs Creek.
Pleased to welcome Chris Maguire. He is the chairman of the Cobbs Creek Foundation. And Chris, it's so good to see all those smiling faces, young people, and Tiger Woods included. What was the impetus for all of this?
Well, I think the impetus originally was just the history of this golf course. Hugh Wilson built this golf course. It was a gift to the city of Philadelphia in
He did Marion.
He did Marion, right? You just heard Brandel talk about the history of golf architects in Philadelphia. And so those golf architects came together and gave a gift to the city of Philadelphia, and it was this golf course. And when this golf course was built in 1916, it was a top public golf course in the country. So Chris Lang met a couple of guys who wrote a book about Cobbs Creek.
Chris, a good amateur player in the area.
Lang is a good amateur player in the area. And Joe Bausch and Mike Serba, one Villanova professor and another friend of his, wrote a book about him. And the book brought out the history of Charlie Sifford, which was really something that had sort of been lost over the years. And so with that impetus as a start, we sort of looked at that, and he brought to us, the Maguire family, the Maguire Foundation, and said, wouldn't it be a good idea if we restored this golf course and maybe did it with a purpose? And that really aligned with us, because we felt like, if you could do the golf course over, and you're in West Philadelphia, so for people that don't know, the golf course is on the corner of Delaware County, Montgomery County, and Philadelphia County, so 2 suburbs, and Philadelphia. And so it's an area that connects a lot of communities, and so there's an opportunity in Overbrook Park section, which is in West Philadelphia, and I always joke, Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? He left West Philadelphia to go to the Bel Air because his mom said, I don't want to grow up in West Philadelphia because it's dangerous. And there is parts of West Philadelphia that are not great, right? And there's an opportunity there to help the people in that community and the children and the youth in that community to have opportunity.
How'd you balance sort of the sensitivities, being from out here in the main line, mostly well-off neighborhoods, we know that out here, to come into West Philadelphia and say, this is what we want to do?
So it was never like that. So we came in and we immediately partnered with a group a not-for-profit that we folded into Cobbs Creek, and immediately went out to the community. And what would you like? What would you, if we had the opportunity to build a golf course and ultimately have an educational purpose towards that, from that golf course, that we would drive revenue to support a educational center there, what would you have it be? And we basically, the Overbrook Community Center, the Overbrook Community Group, reported back to us and said, listen, we really would like the opportunity to have education, after-school programming. And we said, great, we love that. Let us look into third parties.
So you signed a 30-year lease?
We signed a 30-year lease.
I understand it. You paid the city $1, and people go, well, only $1, but all the revenue that will be generated, and the golf course is going to open next year, all of it going back into the educational component.
So the $1, that's nice to say. So we're actually raising $180 million to invest in the property. So the property can then, we have the driving range, the education center, and so
it'd be a restaurant there.
Restaurant there. So the thought process being, we're going to invest money into the community, invest money into this golf course, and the golf course will generate revenue. So the hardest thing for a not-for-profit, and the hardest thing for every not-for-profit, is bringing dollars in.
What about the public-private model? Do you think could be replicated nationally?
Yeah, so I call it an endowment in the ground. So we raised the capital, we put the endowment in the ground, we open it up, we have the restaurant, we have the driving range, we have the short course, we have the 18-hole golf course. That generates revenue, and then that supports the educational mission of the foundation. And that's very replicable because there's the restoration of municipal golf courses in the United States. There's a ton of them. They're all over, and we've had tons of calls, incoming calls about restorations. And you saw it in Washington, you've seen it in Detroit, you've seen it in Bethpage Black, you've seen it out in Toledo. So there's many, and East Lake to some extent, down in Augusta right now.
I saw a picture you were beaming in the piece that we showed. The level of pride you must have, and everybody involved from out here and West Philadelphia. What's the vibe?
So the vibe right now,
as you get close to the finish
the
line?
vibe right now is that golf brings people together, right? So that's what the history of golf has always done, has brought people together. And the vibe right now in the city is, this is our stadium. So you think of Lincoln Financial Center, which is our football stadium. We now have a Lincoln Financial driving range. They're supporters of our driving range. And the vibe is this is our golf course, and this is our stadium, and this is where we can make things happen. And golf is bringing people together for a purpose, which is historically what golf has always done. It always brought people together.
You're going to have great rates for the public, obviously, for juniors, and who knows, maybe someday the PGA Tour will bring a tournament to Cobbs Creek. Chris, congratulations. Yep. Wishing you all the best. Thanks for stopping by. Yep. We really appreciate it. So, not unlike what Tom Cousins did with East Lake in Atlanta, with golf as a catalyst for community revitalization, and the money generated funnels back into education. And that's where Tiger comes in with his TGR Foundation. With more, let's head out to the Learning Lab at Cobbs Creek, and we say hello to Kira K. Dixon. Hi, Kira.
Hi, Rich. Well, TGR Learning Labs have been transforming the lives of students for 20 years. It's a legacy that started in Anaheim. It's now spread to West Philadelphia and the Cobbs Creek Golf and Education Campus. I have had a front row seat all day. I got to take a tour of the facility. I got to sit in on a mixed media class, and I got to hear all about the mission from TGR Learning Labs West Philadelphia Executive Director Meredith Foote. All right, Meredith, for somebody that is not familiar with a TGR Learning Lab, how would you describe this to them?
It's a safe, inspiring, free, beautiful space where kids can learn, grow, and chase after their dreams. Mm-hmm. And our mission is to empower youth to really discover their passions through education.
And what are the programs that are available for them to discover those passions?
So we have 3 pillars. We have career and college readiness, STEAM educational enrichment, and health and well-being. So those are our primary pillars. And then a child can sign up for a 10-week course. And today we have 4 programs happening simultaneously. We have advanced photography, robotics, we have video game design, and we have a digital media creators lab. And so we really want to move the children from being consumers to creators. And here is a place where we really empower them to learn about what they like, what they don't like, and then get a clear path after they graduate high school.
And they can also learn a little bit about golf.
Exactly. Yeah, and we have a 100-year history here with the Cobbs Creek Foundation of inclusivity. And because of our founder, Tiger Woods, students can also learn the game of golf here. And we're so thrilled to be able to do that in partnership with Cobbs Creek Foundation.
So this Learning Lab location has been here since 2025. What is the impact it's had specifically on the West Philadelphia community?
So we've served over 7,000 children already, and we are so excited to have this transformational space because we have kids coming every single day, excited to learn, discovering their passions. We are thrilled to be able to help kids find their next steps after high school. And really, it's been transformational because there's nothing like this in this geographic area.
Yeah, it seems like it's a pretty special space, and we really appreciate you for joining us and telling us all about it.
It's magical, and we're so happy you're here. Please come back, and thank you so much.
I don't want to leave. Well, Rich, you heard Meredith mention it. They've seen 7,000 kids already come through the doors here. It's only been a year that the TGR Learning Lab in West Philadelphia has had their doors open. They've already been able to create so much impact in such a short time. I was able to catch up with one of those students. Marcellus Dockery is 16 years old, and originally this is something that his grandmother was passionate about him doing. All right, Marcellus, tell me a little bit about how you got involved with the Learning Lab and what you do here.
I got involved with the Learning Lab because of my grandma. She had passed around here a couple of times seeing it getting built. Eventually, she had came inside, she spoke to some of y'all, I guess, and she came to me about it. And, well, I didn't really want to do it at first because it was summertime and I was a freshman and all, so I wanted to be outside with my friends. Eventually, she persuaded me into going here, and which I did. I did like it when I first came here because I created new friends and a new environment for myself, and which made me start coming here more and more. Until the summer was over, Mr. Josh had gave me a call, asked me if I wanted to go here. And I was just like, I'll give it another try. He gave me a couple classes, and the class I had picked was drones.
Was drones?
Yes.
What have you learned about drones?
I learned about the different areas on how you can fly a drone, how you can record different like camera angles.
Yeah.
I learned that there's certain drones you can't fly without a FFA license.
Yep.
And like it's different class spaces for you to fly a drone.
So Marcellus, what can you take from what you've learned at the TGR Learning Lab and apply it to future dreams?
What I could take is my speaking abilities, because I did have like difficulty with like speaking clearly, but now I can speak more clearly.
So guys, I asked Marcellus what his dream is. What do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, I really want to get into landscaping. And I said, okay, agronomy in golf is a really hot career choice. And I'm sure that we know some people. We would love to have you join the agronomy community in the golf world. But this is such a special place, Rich. And get this, over 200,000 students have been impacted by TGR Learning Labs over the 20-year history that they have had to transform kids' lives.
Kira, Marcellus was talking about drones. I interviewed Tiger last September about the Learning Lab at Cobbs Creek. He was so fired up that the students, the day that he was there, taught him to fly the drone in the classroom. Tiger saying there's nothing better than seeing their faces light up while they are learning. Kira, thank you. Stay with us, Brothers in Arms, and now Brothers with PGA Tour cards. US Open champ Matt Fitzpatrick with an assist to younger bro Alex a few weeks ago in New Orleans at the Zurich Classic. Alex has a ton of game as well. He was in the final group yesterday at the Truist in Charlotte. They'll both be on our set next.
Golf Central proudly presents live from the PGA Championship. Coverage brought to you by the all-new Callaway Quantum with Tri-Force. Experience a quantum leap in distance.